Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, John Maz. This is Side Hustle Enterprise. Now, this is a very interesting topic. Little disclaimer before we dive into it. I'm not an expert in this subject. These are just some of the things that I've picked up over the years that I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to taxes and filing your taxes. This is a real basic breakdown when it comes to cryptocurrency and taxes. If you're a cryptocurrency enthusiast, I hope some of this information helps you. If you're new to the crypto space, again, I hope this information helps you. If you'd like to join the conversation and continue learning more about it, maybe you have some input of your own, of course, comment down below, share your opinions, and slide over to Discord as well and join the conversation over there. There's always tons of people on Discord asking questions and helping each other out. That's what the community is all about. It's about helping and growing together. As always, guys, I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get this information out to as many people as possible and help them out. As always, show some love. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell so when you know I'm coming out with new and updated videos. That being said, let's dive right into it. I'm going to transition here into a whiteboard so I can kind of break down with you what I'm talking about and what we're going to go over today. Little heads up. My handwriting is horrible and my spelling is atrocious. So be gentle with me in the comments. I know they're bad. It is what it is. I just wanted to kind of give a visualization on what's going on with the topics we're talking about. That being said, we're going to be talking about how your taxes or tax implications when it comes to cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about taxable events. We're going to be talking about how to calculate it. We're going to be talking about a couple of forms that you need to keep an eye out for and what to avoid. And at the very end of the video, I want to show you some platforms that may help you file your taxes a little easier if you're new to the space, if you are short on time. These platforms really are amazing and they should help you out quite a bit. And again, everything is in the description down below. Comment, like, share. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Okay, so this is what we got going on. I apologize for my heavy breathing. It is what it is. Deal with it. So, two major tax implications that we want to talk about, that we want to cover. And this is how the IRS is going to view your cryptocurrency. These are the categories, or two main categories, that the IRS is going to place your cryptocurrency assets into. The first one being capital gains. Okay. And capital gains are going to be something, say, your investing activity. That would be, say, you're buying crypto or selling crypto, or you're just a everyday day trader, right? Trading crypto. An example of a capital gains would be, let's say you bought $1,000 of our favorite Dogecoin. Not 1,000 Doge, but 1,000 USD. Everything, if you're in the US, you have to make sure that everything is converted into USD. So all the numbers that I'm giving you, all the forms I'm giving to you guys are all USD. So we bought $1,000 worth of Dogecoin, and with Dogecoin pumping and going up and down, you saw an out and you sold all your Doge for $2,000. You made a profit of $1,000. That $1,000 is what you'll be taxed on in capital gains. Simple as that. The profit that you made off your trade is considered capital gains. That is what you're taxed on. Trading, buying, selling crypto, crypto to crypto, crypto to USD, that is capital gains. Anytime you see a profit, that's capital gains. You can also see a loss. Say this was reversed. Say you bought $1,000 of Doge, but you got scared and you sold it at 900. Okay? So you lost. Now you are negative $100. Still, it's a capital gains loss. So that is something that also gets filed away under capital gains in your taxes. So after all these transactions are done, hundreds, 20, 30, 50, 100 transactions, whatever it may be, however active you are, it's all calculated out on a sheet, on a form that you submit to the IRS. And at the end of the day, you have a net value or a net capital gain or net capital loss that you're reporting to the IRS. The other one that the IRS is going to look at is a little strangely worded, in my opinion. It's called ordinary income. Now, what does the IRS consider ordinary about cryptocurrency? We're talking cryptocurrency that is earned, whether it be from mining, staking. Oop, that's not how you spell staking, is it? Or interest earned. So staking, if you're new to the cryptocurrency world, that's considered a master node. Ooh. God, I'm just doing horrible today. Master node. There we go. Staking is crypto.com. It is my constant. Okay. Sites that pay out interest for lending out your cryptocurrency. That is considered ordinary income. So a lot of the main one here that I'm sure you guys are all interested in is your mining. Now, interesting thing about mining, depending on what platform you're with, it can be broken down into a couple different ways. Either you have to calculate it out yourself. What I recommend doing in the future, if you guys aren't already doing it, sending your mined assets to one specific cryptocurrency wallet. I use Coinami. I send all of my mining assets to Coinami. So I only have one wallet to look at and calculate all of my earnings from my mining. Now, if you are on Prohash, right? If you're in the U.S. and you file your KYC, your Know Your Customer, you may get a 1099 miscellaneous form from them. Now, the 1099 form is only subject if you are making or mining over $600 of cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency activity. Now, if you're a huge mining farm, then you're doing $600 a day. You're obviously going to get one of these 1099 forms. If you are just mining with your computer and you're barely making $1 a day, obviously you're only making $30 a year, so you're not going to get one of these 1099 forms. Now, Prohashing being a US-based mining operation, they have them already set up for you, ready to go for you to download. Makes it real simple, makes it real easy, helps you guys out big time. So the way cryptocurrency is calculated, let's before we get to calculations, let's talk about some more cryptocurrency taxable events, just so we kind of have a better understanding of what we're getting into. So a taxable event, right? What is a taxable event in the eyes of the IRS? Because that's who we're trying to make happy. If you're a U.S. citizen, you're trying to make the IRS happy. That's basically what it comes down to. Please don't audit me, right? So if IRS is in the chat, I'm doing my best here. So what they're going to look at, they're going to be looking at whether you're selling crypto for USD, whether you're trading crypto for crypto. They're going to be looking at, are you using crypto to buy, that's not how I spell buy, to buy or sell goods, or services. Okay. And the last one would be if you are earning crypto, whether it be mining, staking, or payroll. Okay. So those are taxable events according to the IRS. And those taxable events are broken down into capital gains and ordinary income. But those are the main ones that the IRS are going to be looking for. And how they view these and how they're calculated are different. So let's clear this here. Everything, according to the IRS, needs to be calculated, or all your calculations are all made in USD. Okay. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky when you're doing your calculations, because they want, yes, but it makes it better for you as well. You need to be able to calculate and keep track of all your historical buys and sells and income events. Okay. So you got to keep track of all these things. Now, it may be difficult if you in the past, before 2021, before 2020, where we have services that help you do this. I had to do this in the past on my own. It took me hours upon hours, days upon days, mistake upon mistake on finding, tracking, and calculating all of my historical values of cryptocurrency, because we all know how fast cryptocurrency actually moves. Now, what is very helpful for a lot of platforms out there nowadays, depending on which service or which wallet that you're using, take a look at what you got going on. A lot of times you can download a CSV file and import that as well. Helps out big time. I know crypto.com has that for you. You can set up and then they'll tell you, I want to calculate from this date to this date, and you can print out your crypto.com CSV file. Now, some of the forms that you may want to look out for when it comes to cryptocurrency in the past, so if you're a Coinbase coinbaseuser.com, you may in the past have received a 1099K. Now, the 1099K is an informational notice or info notice that you and the IRS receive together about your holdings. So this is something that a lot of people have pushed Coinbase to get away from, and they recently have. But depending on if you're filing cryptocurrency from 2 years back and you're just filing now, you may have one of these in your records. Now, the 1099K form will show, say, let me clear this to make better understanding what we got going on here for the 1099K. 1099K. Again, so this is an informational form. Don't be scared by it, because it may say you owe, or you've had millions of dollars in transactions. Which is accurate. If you're a active day trader and you use Coinbase quite a bit and you're buying and selling different cryptocurrencies because you're experimenting, you may have millions of dollars of transactions, even though it's the same $100 that you're pushing back and forth. So you start with $100, or let's say $1,000, whatever it may be, with BTC, and you're going to push that to Litecoin, and then you're going to push that to Dogecoin, and then you're going to push that to Ethereum, And then you're going to push that back to Bitcoin. That same $1,000 is now 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then 5K. So you see how fast that adds up. It's still the same $1,000 that you started out with, but it's $5,000 worth of transactions, even though it's still only $1,000 worth of ETH or $1,000 that you now have of Bitcoin. You made $5,000 worth of transactions. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I know it's real confusing, but it's the amount of transactions that are done over time. Whether it's the same dollar transferred over and over and over and over again, and then you still end up with that same dollar, you've transacted that same dollar hundreds of times. So that's what they're tracking, is how many times that dollar has changed hands or changed to Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Cardano, whatever it may be. That's what they're tracking. That's what this 1099K form is actually doing. It's tracking the transactions. Now, it got a lot of people into some big trouble when they first implemented it, so we don't really see this form as often nowadays, especially with Coinbase has opted out of it, and they're doing the 1099 miscellaneous forms as well. So that helps out big time, and it only tracks what your actual earned or capital gains are, and it helps people out big time. So if you see one of these 1099K forms and it says you have millions of dollars worth of transactions, you don't. You do have millions of dollars worth of transactions, but it's not an incorrect form. Don't freak out about it. Okay, it lets the IRS know that, hey, I deal with cryptocurrency and so on. So don't worry about that form. The main form that we're going to be filing when it comes to cryptocurrency is going to be your 8949 form. Now that's going to be your net gains or losses. Don't worry about it. It's a lot to go over. It's a lot to understand. Wait till the end. I promise it'll make it so much easier for you guys. Okay, so that's your main form here that you're going to be submitting to the IRS. Now, when I originally did this, you have to go through every transaction and so on all the way down, and you have to go whether it's BTC, whether it's Litecoin, whether it's Dogecoin, and so on. They want the date, they want the time, they want the value amount, they want the USD at the very end, yada, 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 all across the board. CSVs make this easier, and platforms out there today make this a lot easier, so you don't have to do this all by hand. There used to be a time when you had to do this all by hand, and it took hours upon hours upon hours. There's a much simpler way of doing this now. So this is going to be the main form a lot of you guys are going to be filing. It's this 8949 form. And again, you may see, so we have the 8949. We have the 1099K, which is the informational form. You may also see a 1099 miscellaneous, okay, especially if you're with pro hashing. And if you are on Robinhood, you may also see a 1099B. But the 1099B is not cryptocurrency. So let's just make a little note here. Not crypto. That's if you are using stocks, bonds, options, and so on. You're going to get that from a lot of different brokerage firms talking about your assets and things like that. Now, the 1099B may also be paired with a 1099K. So those times they may be together. So these are the forms. This is the main one that you have to file with the IRS. This one is an informational form. Again, info. This is earnings over $600 a year. And this is for not crypto, but other brokers. Okay. So hopefully that helped break down some of the basic information when it comes to cryptocurrency. it's not as scary as you may think. I know I covered a good amount of information fairly quickly, but rewind the video, check it out from the beginning. That main section there, whether it be capital gains or ordinary income, those are the ones you want to focus on. And remember that everything is going to be calculated in USD. Now, there are a couple platforms out there that can help you along the way when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm going to talk about two that I'm familiar with and then two that are new to me that I'm going to be checking out this year. So let's go ahead and pull them up here. Okay, so this is the first one. This is CryptoTrader.tax. Very easy to use. You can see it's official TurboTax partner, free report, preview. So what's great about this is you can create all your forms and preview them here, and it doesn't cost you a thing until you actually decide to download or print your form out, which is nice. So if you want to save yourself some money, you create the form, and you don't download it, you just copy it. And you copy it on that 8949 form. Featured in a couple different major Forbes, Bloomberg, and so on. Makes it super easy, trusted by over 100,000 cryptocurrency investors. Again, you import your transactions, whether it be from Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase. You can also import from wallets as well. So if you have cryptocurrency wallets, you can also import those as well. Then you get to preview your report. So you can see here, we have a transaction time. You have the asset class, Ethereum to USD. It was bought on Coinbase, $200 USD or negative $200, and you received 0.437 ETH for $200. And it goes on like that over and over and over again. So you have buy, and then this person also sold. So once everything is done and filled out, you can go ahead and download this and print it off for a fee. Real simple to use, real straightforward. I've used it in the past. I liked it. Like I said, it's if you're using TurboTax and you are doing your own taxes, download it, print it. It can be filed right along with your TurboTax filings as well. Super, super easy to do. And like I said, it goes over your buys, your sells, your capital gains, your ordinary tax incomes. You can upload from multiple platforms and exchanges along with wallets as well. So here's just a couple of the platforms. There are many, many more. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I am going to leave this on the screen for you guys for just a second so you can kind of read through it. I mean, Cash App is in there, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Exodus, some of the major ones. And it makes it real. Like I said, I can't stress enough how easy these platforms make it for you guys to file your taxes. I just wanted you guys to understand how they're going to be filed in the first half of the video. So this is the second half, obviously, and we're talking about ways of filing, reviews, and so on. So you can free calculator, start here, sign up, real easy to use. The second one that I want to mention here is CryptoTracker.io. I like CryptoTracker.io because it's not just for taxes, it's for tracking your portfolio for the entire year and the entire life of your crypto journey. That's why I like CryptoTracker.io. And then now they've rolled out portfolio tracking and taxes as well. So same kind of plug and play mentality where you can you plug in your wallets, you plug in your exchanges, and it creates the forms and fills them out for you swiftly and easily. Now, if you're new to cryptocurrency, this may be a better platform for you. One of the things that they do offer, let's see if I can find it here. Products, crypto taxes, view pricing. So this is what I thought was really interesting. If you are within the 25 transaction limit, you can file with them for free or create the forms for them for free, and the price goes up as your transactions go up as well. If you have anything over 1,000 transactions and you're an active, trader, and you're making or you're using a crypto trading bot that makes hundreds of transactions a day, so you may be above that $1,000 threshold, you may have to get an individual price from them. But they have a scaled level here, which I thought was interesting, that you may want to look into as well. And it breaks down, like I said, cost basis, error, recollection, so on. So you get a lot for your dollar when it comes to CryptoTracker.io. The last two here I am not familiar with, but I thought I'd give them an honorable mention. They were brought up to me that people have used them in the past. I have not used them, but check them out. They may benefit you guys, may be better fit for you. Who knows? The first one is going to be Coinly.io. Coinly. Crypto tax report in under 20 minutes is what they boast. There's that 8949 form for the IRS, free report preview, calculate your taxes. So what they're doing is, again, plug and play. You upload all your wallets, whether it be API or CSV file, and they do all the pulling of all the information for you, whether it be historical reports and so on. Because that's what really comes down to, is we're using these platforms so we don't have to go dig through all of our historical data and write down the individual price for Bitcoin back in 2019 or Dogecoin in the beginning of 2020 when it was less than a penny. It does that all for you, which is awesome. It saves you a lot of time. So all these platforms kind of work very similar. They are API or CSV or direct plug and play, and they upload the information for you and they fill out the form. So this one is a new one to me. Again, I'm not super familiar with it, but it was brought up to me because of the price value. You're getting 250 transactions for a $50 value. And again, it's simple plug and play, IRS audit trial. They all offer a lot of the same things, unfiled 1099 or 8959 matching. I liked it. I liked the way it read. I haven't heard too much about it. I'm not super crazy about Trustpilot. I've seen a lot of scammy people on Trustpilot. So take everything with a grain of sand here and do your own due diligence and do your own digging. The first two, like I said, CryptoTrader.tax and CryptoTracker.io, I am familiar with. I do use. I do recommend them. Coinly and this one, TaxBit, I'm not super familiar with, but they were recommended to me. So you have 4 choices here, 4 options to file your taxes and to upload your information and make the whole tax process easier. Now, I'm going to say this, as a little, how long I've been into the crypto space. I think it's kind of funny. Filing my crypto taxes in previous years typically took me longer than filing my normal taxes with my multiple businesses. Now with all this stuff that's been implemented and put into the market for you guys to check out and buy, my crypto taxes take me minutes, if not, I'd say minutes. And my regular taxes are now taking me far longer. So it's completely flip-flopped. We've completely seen a change in dynamic between cryptocurrency and how it's taxed. Now, you do have to refresh this every year. Different tax regulations come out every year when it comes to doing cryptocurrency, when it comes to just doing your regular taxes. So, if you're going to file yourself, have a CPA look it over or go to a tax professional. And just make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. And that's what you're doing here is you're lining everything up for either yourself to implement with TurboTax or other tax services, or you're handing this off to a CPA or another tax professional. So I really hope this helped you guys. I hope it wasn't too confusing. It's a lot of information to take in. It's a lot going on. Again, I do most of my own taxes. I get everything filed, I get everything filled out, and then I have a CPA look at it because I have multiple businesses. I have multiple LLCs. So I want to make sure that I am not overpaying for my taxes and I'm getting as much credit back as I possibly can. Now, if you're just somebody at home and this is something you're trying out, these forms, these sites make it super easy to fill out that 8949 form and submit it with your regular taxes and be done with it, over and done with, wash your hands. It's nothing to be scared about. It really isn't, guys. It's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of helpful sources out there. Again, slide on over to the Discord. I'm here to help. There's others there to help. And just breathe and relax and don't stress about it. That's what we're all about here at Side Hustle Enterprise, where we're here to help. We're here to educate and share my opinion and share my thoughts with you guys, and hopefully it helps you grow as I grow. Until next time, guys, I really appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, show the channel some love, and let's really push this content to the next level. We are just shy of 1,000 subscribers. I'll be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so make sure you stay tuned for that up and coming event. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. We have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of interesting things that I plan to share with you guys moving forward. And until next time, enjoy your time, enjoy your taxes, and don't panic, don't stress. Take it easy.